In September 2007, a photographer in Barcelona needed a baby for a photo shoot. He was making a charity calendar. Each month would show a Barcelona player with a child from the local area. A raffle was held in a working-class neighborhood called Rocafonda in the city of Mataró. A young couple who could barely afford their rent entered the raffle. They won. Their 6-month-old baby boy was taken to Camp Nou, and by pure chance, he was paired with a 20-year-old Argentine who had just started to become one of the most famous footballers in the world. Lionel Messi held that baby in his arms and gave him a bath for the camera. Nobody in that room could have known what was coming. 18 years later, that baby and that footballer stood on opposite sides of a World Cup final. The baby's name was Lamine Yamal. His father Munir had come to Spain from Larraque in Morocco when he was 9 years old. His grandmother had sneaked onto a bus to get there. When she arrived in Spain, she worked 3 jobs until she had enough money to bring Munir and his sister over. His mother Sheila had come from Equatorial Guinea. She was just 16 years old when Lamine was born. The family were not rich. They lived in Rocafonda, a neighborhood where half the residents lived below the poverty line. When Lamine was born, his parents were struggling to pay rent. 2 men in the neighborhood helped them through that difficult time. His parents were so grateful that they named their son after both of them, Lamine Yamal. When Lamine was 6 years old, a Barcelona scout came to watch a local youth game. He was not there to watch Lamine specifically, he was just doing his job, watching kids play football in a working-class neighborhood outside Barcelona. But one kid kept catching his eye. A small boy who moved with the ball in a way that did not look like a 6-year-old. Controlled, calm, fearless. The scout picked up his phone. Lamine Yamal joined Barcelona's youth academy, La Masia, at 7 years old. The same academy that had produced Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi. What happened next was not normal. And La Masia players moved through age groups slowly. They developed, they learned, they wait their turn. Lamine did not wait. He kept playing above his age group because his own age group was not enough of a challenge. He trained with older boys, then even older boys, then eventually with the first team as a teenager. On April 29, 2020, he made his official debut for Barcelona's first team. He was 15 years old. In May 2024, he became the youngest player ever to start a game for Spain's national team. He was 16 years old. 4 days before his 17th birthday, he scored one of the most talked about goals of the entire 2024 European Championship. A long-range shot into the top corner against France in the semi-final that left the whole stadium silent for a moment before it erupted. Spain won the tournament. Lamine Yamal was named the best young player of the competition. He was still 16. Then came the 2026 World Cup. Spain reached the final. Their opponent was Argentina. And the man leading Argentina was the same man who had held Lamine Yamal in his arms 18 years earlier in a changing room at Camp Nou. Lionel Messi was asked about the photo before the final. He said it was incredible. He said taking a picture with a baby and then playing against that same person in a World Cup final was the kind of thing that did not happen in real life. The photographer who took the original photo in 2007 said it was better than any film script he had ever heard. He was right. Lamine Yamal grew up in a neighborhood where half the people around him lived below the poverty line. His grandmother sneaked onto a bus to get from Morocco to Spain. His mother was 16 when he was born. His parents could not afford rent the month he came into the world. And 18 years later, he stood in the World Cup final against the man who bathed him as a baby.